tomorrow. I know it doesn't look long, but to me it is long. um, so, welcome back. It's been a couple weeks. I didn't come last Wednesday because it was the day before Thanksgiving. I thought everybody was going to be doing things. And I've been trying to do like every 2 weeks. So, um, yeah. So we are here with my last Christmas card class, which makes me sad because this is my favorite time of year. So, but the 13th? No, the 12th, Friday the 12th, I will be doing 2 scrapbook layouts using Christmas, and or Christmas and Santa and a snowman. And I'll show you those. It's something new that I'm going to try out. Scrapbooking has always been my first love. That's what I started with. And then I found Stampin' Up! Products and love Stampin' Up! Products. And then it just got me into the cards, but I still love scrapbooking. So I thought I'm going to try doing a scrapbook class too. So I will show you those when I put my um, camera down. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Oh, and have you heard about the new? Oh, I was going to grab paper. Hold on. Time out. I don't think it's in this one. Hold on. Okay, back. The new product of the month, where if you purchase $75 worth of product through me, um, you have to have an account and all that kind of stuff. But if you purchase product and have an account, then you get 10% of that purchase put away, and you can use it on your next order. But that's something different. But the new thing is called the product of the month. And if you spend $75 through my store or through me before shipping and taxes and Stampin' Up! Rewards, those are the 10% rewards that you get, you can purchase a product that is only for those people who do this. So it's not going to be in a catalog or anything. It's going to be a product that just comes once a month for just $5. And this month is the first month it starts. And it's really pretty DSP. So I'll show you when that goes down. But the cool thing is, I am getting together with I think it's 8 or 9 other lovely, crafty friends, and we are each going to make a PDF, make an item, card, could be scrapbook, it could be a little box, bag, whatever. Using this DSP, you get all those PDFs also. If you purchase by the 31st, so of, the end of the month for each month. So this month, December 31st, if you purchase $75 worth of product and get the $5 product of the month, then I will send you that PDF of all those projects the first week of January. So that's pretty exciting. I'm excited to be part of that. So if you'd like to look into this, or if you have any other questions or would like to contact me, I'm going to give you my information when I put you down to the glass mat, so then I can show you all this, because there's a lot here. I also have a special going on. It was hand in hand with the Black Friday special that Stampin' Up! Was doing, but that special is over. But I still have the special going on where if you purchase product through me, you'll get retired, gently used, some not used at all, product put in an envelope like a little gift box and sent to you for that same amount. So if you purchase $50 worth of product, I will send you $50 worth of product. If you purchase $75, 75, 100, all that good stuff. So I'm doing that until the 16th. So please reach out to me and I will help you get that going if you like. Okay? So let's go ahead and get this class going. And cards are not hard. Nothing is hard about this class. A little stamping, a little bit coloring, and just putting things together. So I don't think, no fun folds today. So it's just normal everyday cards. Okay, so let's put you down. You remember, got to twirl you around. You'll see the wall. I think when you see the wall, you'll see my Merry Christmas little Santa. So at least you have something to look at. Yep, there it is. Okay, but now you're gonna see some twirling around, and you know the drill if you've been watching. Okay, let's see if I got this right here. I'm gonna scoot this up. Sorry, gotta rearrange a little bit. I want to know how everybody does it. Like, they just push a button. I have to figure that out and find that out. I've got to ask some Stampin' Up! Friends how they do it, because me, I have to turn things and move things, and it's kind of not very easy. But hopefully that's straight, somewhat straight. Let's see. There we go. I think that's not too bad. Okay, so what should we start with? Let's see. Okay, I'll show you the product of the month. This is the Pretty DSP. It's all blues, if you like blues. And it's 12 by 12 designer series paper. And once you put $75 worth of product in your cart, you'll have the option of putting this in the cart. And also there's a lot of things that were put on the last chance, which the last chance is where all the product is going once it's going to be retired. So once the last chance products leave, then that means they won't ever have it back in stock. And there's tons of price, like 60% off, 40% off. There's tons of items that are on sale. So you can get a lot with that $75. So this is going on for this month. This is the item that you would get for $5 if you purchase $75. And once it's gone, it's gone. So if you purchase $75 and it's not coming up saying that you can get it, that means it's gone. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't get it. So that is what's going on. If you have any questions about this, just reach out to me and I will try to explain it. This is my information. My name is Georgine Darborough. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can find me on YouTube and the Facebook, and on Facebook under Two Long Dogs and a Stamper. My phone number is right there. Texting is best. Calling, I don't answer phones very often, especially if I don't know the number. So text or email me at georgies2longdogs@gmail.com. My site for Stampin' Up!, where you can purchase product, is georginedarborough.stampinup.net. And if you need catalogs or information, just reach out to me. I took my glasses off. I did that all without my glasses, which is pretty scary. Okay. What else? Let me show you. I wanted to show you the scrapbook pages really quick so you can see what I'm talking about. I really had fun making these. I used Festive Friends. Is that it? Hold on. I have it right here because I'm making tags. Yeah, Festive Friends, and then a couple other things, but that was the main stamp set. Actually, the stamp set, and then I used just some die cuts. So this was the first one. I don't know if I can get the whole thing in, but it's a 2-page layout. So let me go ahead. This is the first page. It says ho 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 with Santa's elves. Oops, can you see it? And presents. I don't think. There we go. And a little guy in a wagon. That was from Tractor and Company. It's the back end of the wagon. And then I used part of the I don't know, the steering wheel and stuff for the handle, and then extended it. So I got that page. And the second page of this layout is this one, and it says Believe. with Santa. Oops, got dimensional back in there. Yeah, it's stuck. And those letters are from, oh my gosh, the alphabet die cuts that we have that are awesome. Hold on, trying. They're called, I should know this because I use them all the time now. They are called Party Alphabet Dies. And then on the other 2-page layout, I used Party Alphabet Dies, but I also used the other alphabet set, which I didn't even look if they're still available, but they're called Alphabet a la Mode. They're just a little bit smaller. And the second 2-page layout is this one. I put It's Cold. Actually, first Burr. I'll do Burr. It's Cold. This is that velvet paper, and then I embossed it with the 3D waves. And these are no longer available, but I have a full container of them. These little snowflake embellishments, they were from last year, so I thought I'm going to put them on, and if anybody wants this class, then I can send them to them. Can't purchase them, but I can send them to them. And this is the second page. This is the other die cuts that I said here. Letter die cuts, alphabet a la Mode dies. So yeah, so those are the 2 pages. Oops, my dot moved. That 2-page layout, two 2-page layouts that we'll be making on December 12th, Friday, December 12th at 7 o'clock. I'm going to put something out there so everybody can take a look and see. And that is a class, and I'm thinking that I'm going to do it so that hopefully, and it's a reoccurring class that somebody would like. If you purchase for the next 6 months, you get a little something from me, and then if you purchase for a year, you get even a little bit more or a bigger something. So like a little prize for the 6 months and a little prize for the year. This is what we're doing today. It's called Gift Joy. I got this for free when I went to one of the Stampin' Up's things during the summer, and I won something, and this is what I won. And I wasn't good. I don't know. I looked at it, and it wasn't like popped out and really loved it. But then I started playing with it, and it's so simple and fun. I really like it. But this one is on Last Chance now, and this being a last chance, I think it's like $16, 16 something. So it's really reasonable. So that's something that you can add to the cart that is on the Last Chance and at a good price. Okay, so we're going to be using this. We're going to be using these rounded rectangles from Nested Essential Dies. And then we're also going to be using a couple of these postage stamps. What is it called? Hold on. Perennial Postage Dies. So that's what we're going to be using. And then this bling, which just came back in stock, and I have it in order so I can send out my 12 Days of Christmas extravaganza to Kelly. And that's pretty much it. And then paper and dies and a little bit of ribbon. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is the next class that's coming up. I just have one card so far. It is using the Snowflake Kisses dies and stamp set. The dies are like the pretty part of this. I mean, the stamps are awesome because they're great words, but the dies are just so pretty. Look at, you get this big one, which is this, and then you get all these too. So that's coming up next in, I think, I have to look at my calendar when I have this scheduled. I think I have it scheduled, hold on. If I can find my calendar, I will tell you. I don't think it's in December. I think we're done because, except for the scrapbook class because of the holidays coming up. Oh no, it is. I'm sorry. It'll be on December 17th, which is a Wednesday again at 7 o'clock. So this class, it'll have 3 other cards, but that's all that I have made so far. I've got to finish it. Okay, so now that I've wasted enough time, let's go ahead and start these cards. Okay, so these 4 cards. I have this one. This is not a DSP. This is all stamped images, so we made our own DSP. So we have that one. We have this one. Oops. We have, what happened to the cards? Hold on. Oh, here they are. We have this one. And we have this one. So one of these, the blue, one of the, why can't I think of what it's called? Oh, Secret Sea ones. I changed the paper because when I made these cards, I meant to use the other paper that came in this DSP, and I didn't, so I changed it up. So it's going to be a little bit different on one of those Secret Sea cards. So those are what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do, I think, this one first. And these, I went ahead and die cut everything just so that you didn't have to sit and wait for me to die cut them. But we have to do some stamping. So this is a normal card. It's 8.5 by 8.5 by 4 1/4 and scored, or 8.5, I'm sorry, by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And it's going to be opening like this. What is it? That's a hot dog fold, I think. Isn't it? Hamburger. I don't know. But this way. And this gold paper is the gold foil, and it was cut out of those dies that I stated. I'll show you. They are the Nesta's Essentials, and it's the second biggest and third biggest. And somehow I lost my smallest one. It's somewhere in my other dies. I just haven't found it. So the gold is out of the second biggest, and then these white pieces are out of the second smallest. Okay. And we also used perennial postage, and that we used the second biggest rectangle. See? Out of the bunch. So we got that. And now we just have to do a little stamping and putting together. Put that over here. The stamps we used are the poinsettias. And this is, actually, there's no coloring. I said coloring, but there really isn't any coloring. What there is two-step stamping. So let me get those out. We need the poinsettias. And then the leaves. I didn't do any stamping off on these. I just used full strength. But what I did, let me get some of this off to the side. And we'll do the stamping. I use Memento to stamp this stamp, which is just like the outline. And then I used cherry cobbler and old olive, I believe, for the leaves, cherry cobbler for the flowers and berries. So I'm just going to get some ink on this and stamp, center that, and stamp down. ink soak in. There we go. And then number 2. Okay, I'm going to also do the Happy Christmas, which I find weird because I never say Happy Christmas. I say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, but this one says Happy Christmas, so we're going to go ahead and go with it. Get this off. Try my hardest not to lose things. I have a craft fair this weekend on Saturday at my school. 8th grade does a craft fair every year to help pay for their 8th grade trip at the end of the year. So I have a booth there, so I'm excited. If you're in the area, come visit me. So I'm just going to take a piece of paper, a piece of cardstock, just a scrap, and put Happy Christmas, and then we'll cut it down later. I just want to put this black away. Not black, yeah, memento. There we go. So I can put this away for now. Let's see, we need cherry cobbler. Oops, I have it right here. And I gotta look if I used old olive, or mossy meadow. Can't remember. I think I used old olive. Mossy meadow, I love mossy meadow, but it's a little dark for this. Okay, so this is the flower part. Flowers and berries, so we're gonna go ahead. I have to say, I am not the best to stamping. You know, when you have to do stamping over a stamp. I don't know why. My eyes just don't really get them lined up really well, but I'm going to try my hardest. So don't laugh if it doesn't come out. And it's not Stampin' Up, believe me. It's me, because everybody else can do it. I struggle. I can never get things lined up. But you know what? Sometimes even if you don't line up them perfectly, it still looks really good because it looks like a watercolor kind of. See, I'm struggling here. And say, cross your fingers. I have some, I mean, people just do it so well. No, not too bad. Berries are a little off, but not too bad. Oh, we got 2. I could redo it, but I'm not going to. I feel like you are watching me. I don't want to have to redo things and make you wait. Let's see. And cross your fingers. I think this one's better. Let's see. Better. See? Second one is always better for me. Okay, so that's that for now. Put that one away. And now we have to do the leaves. And like I said, that one I'm going to do in Old Olive. So we're going to go ahead, stamp it up, line it up. Oop, I got a bunch of it on there. Let's see. I should do that on the first one on the one that I didn't do really well, so that, and down. So I don't know if you've been watching, but those who have, remember the mouse incident that my dachshund has been going crazy? See, a little off on that, but I think it still looks pretty. And then my cat got a mouse, and my dachshund still, lately, knock on wood, she hasn't been looking a lot, but my cat caught another one. And I don't like that because I don't know how to get rid of them. Like in the other house, our old house that we sold, you know, we had a downstairs, and that's where if we had ever a mouse, You know, we lived in an area that a couple streets down, there's big open fields, so there were always mice around. We were able to put traps out, sticky or just, but the dogs never went downstairs. Well, the dogs go everywhere, so I don't know how to do that. I don't want them to get hurt, you know. Okay, so that one really didn't turn out wonderfully, but I think it'll still look pretty. Like I said, it kind of looks like a watercolor then. We're gonna go ahead and put these on the gold foil that I have right here. We're gonna center them, and we're just using regular glue on this part. I had to feel and make sure that's what I did. And I just ordered more glue because I'm running out. Maybe I need to get the other one out. Thought I had a little bit in there. Try this one. But so that's where I'm at right now with the mouse situation. As you guys know, we live attached to a barn. There's like a utility room in between me and the barn, a horse barn. And I mean, it's kind of in what is that word, inevitable to get them, but I don't want them. And then, as nobody does, but, and the weird thing is we didn't have them last year. I don't know why this year is any different. So then we're just going to center this. Right there. And this one. Right there. Just eyeball it. And then this we're just going to cut down with our trimmer into a rectangle, nothing fancy. There goes my layouts. So go ahead, cut this down, and make it into a nice little rectangle. The kids at school are loving this snow. I don't know where you're from or who you're watching, if you're watching me from where, but we got quite a bit of snow, and the kids are loving it. And actually, we like it for the kids too, because it gives them something to do, something fun to do. And then I have a piece of, oops, cherry cobbler DSP. Oh no, geez, cardstock. And this side really doesn't matter because I'm going to put a bow on it. So I'm just going to glue it down and then trim that around so that it just gives it a little border. So again, we'll add a little glue, line it up. And then I'll trim it with a trimmer, just so I have a little border on it. Okay. Now we can put the card together. So this is the DSP. I forgot to tell you. The DSP, I've been using this a lot. I've been trying to use it up. This DSP, I think, is on the sale rack. It's called Traditions of Christmas. So I'm using some of this. I used it on some of my last cards too. And I'm also using it on, I use some of it on the, I think the scrapbook pages. So I'm really using it. So go ahead, sad, I gotta cover this up. I'm gonna glue this down onto the white cardstock just to give it a little border, I think. No, I'm not. Jeez, I almost ruined that. We're putting it right on the card. And then this is going to go in the center. Of this. Just to give it about the same border all around. And then these, I had the stems pointing in one way and then the stems pointing the opposite. So they're kind of like looking at each other this way. Okay, and I did not put dimensionals on this. I only put dimensionals on the happy Christmas, not birthday. And I tried to get about the same all the way around. And then same thing for the other side. Just kind of even them up. And then I did put dimensionals on this. Go ahead and put dimensionals on the Happy Christmas. And then I tied a bow. The ribbon I used is the gold, and I just kind of put it at the bottom part of the one flower on the right, just like that. And I used this, which is gold striped. I don't know if this is, let me see if it's on the last chance list. Let's see. 165559. 165559. Oh, helps put the right number in. 165599. Oh, it's currently unavailable, but it's coming back in stock. But I'll give you what you need for this bow. So it's not on the last chance, but it's not available right now. So I just made a really small little bow. Let's make that is not small, but we will get it small. I have to start somewhere, right? I shouldn't jinx it, but my dogs are so quiet tonight. My husband always laughs at me and says there's no such thing as jinx, but that's just a saying. Okay, there we go. It's a cute little bow. Trim this. Oops. And then I used a glue dot. I have to get more. Almost out. And I put it right here at the end. Just like that. Okay, and for the inside, what did I do? Oh, I stamped a flower. I put glue on that, but that's okay on the other side. I stamped one of the poinsettia flowers just in the corner. So I put all those away for no reason. I forgot I did that. Let's see. used just this end right here. So I'm going to try to stamp just the end. Obviously you can use whatever you want on this. And I put it in the right corner of the white cardstock that we're going to put on the inside of the card. And then we'll go ahead and do the poinsettia. And again, that's in Cherry Cobbler, and I have that right here. Let's close this up. This Sunday is my husband's and my anniversary. We'll be married 34 years. And these are the two pieces you need to use add ink to. So, and I think my parents, who are this Friday, they're married 66 years. Geez, see, I'm so bad at this. Ready? You guys probably can see it better than I can. Oh, jeez, it stuck to my paper. Okay, and now just add the greenery with the old olive. And that's right here. And we need the long piece, so we need this and this and that. So this whole like section like that. You can always put a post-it stamp, post-it note on it so that you know, cover up the image that you don't want, but something like this, I think it's just as simple to do what I just did. There we go. That didn't turn out bad. Okay, and then we have words, and the words I chose says Happy Christmas, so grateful for the gift of you. So let me get that out, and we'll be using, what did I use? I always look, but I always seem to use the black. So it's just, I don't know why I like the words in black. The card I just made with the snowflakes, I didn't. I used Blueberry Bushel, and I have to tell you, I like the words in black all the time for some reason. And I put that right in here, like in that little nook. There. Oh, I had a little ink there. And that little ink came from up there. Dang it. Okay. And then I just added a piece of that ribbon again to the left side. So we're going to, what am I doing? I was opening up the stamp pad to put a stamp away. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so I'm just going to put a piece of Terran tape. On each of the side, right here, right here. I don't like it all the way to this end. I like a little white, so I'm going to, let's see, like right about there. So what is that, 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch? Oh, my finger got stuck. And then trim it. place so that ribbon stays in place. And add a little bit more glue. Put it on the inside and we are done with this card. See, I told you, not very hard or time consuming. I mean, a little bit, but nothing crazy. Not like a fun fold or anything. And no coloring, just stamping. Okay, there we go. Oh, bling. We have to put the bling on. And all I did was add 3 of these gold. I used 1 big and 2 medium of the gold and put them up in this corner. Just like that. My dog's snoring, like Gus, my basset. I'm surprised he didn't wake himself up. There we go. Okay, card 1 done. Might as well do the blue one, or the Secret Sea one. This one is going to use a different paper, like I said, because I wanted to use the other blue or Secret Sea paper, and I used the same on both of these. So on this one, I changed it up a little bit. Not too bad, but just a little bit. So, Secret Sea cardstock. Again, we're using perennial postage, and then the DSP. And see, this is the DSP. It's got the circles with the dot in the center instead of the stripes. I'm going to put that to the side because we're going to do some stamping. We're going to use where is that? I think that's it. I gotta look. Real red, olive, old olive, and cloud cover. Let's find real red. I did 2 of each, so let's go ahead and start with real red. And I used black to do the outline, so we'll go ahead and do all the outlines first. So I shouldn't have opened that real red, so I'm going to move that to the side. And I'm going to take the outline. Let's see if I can get a smaller stamp here. I mean block here. I should. Here it is. I'm going to add a stocking to each of these rectangles. Right in the center. 1, 2, I need 6 of these. 3, 4, 5. Oh, see, I got black all over it. I'm glad I didn't get it on the... Okay. And now we get to do the color part. So we use the second stamp. And we need to do two of each. Let me go ahead and... See? Got it all over my finger. 2 of the real red. Keep getting it in the corner of that. Wipe it. I don't trust myself. Okay, this one's a little easier because if you mess up, it's not as big of a deal. The way of lining things up. There's 1. And I didn't stamp off on these either. I just did a full strength. 2. Oh, I'm gonna go over that. It's a little better. Okay, we'll wipe that off because we need to change the colors. We need 2 of the old olive. That's 1. Wipe off again, and we'll do cloud cover. And you know, with the cloud cover, you have to use these little Stampin' spots. Is that what it's called? Because they had problems with the die for some reason. They have no idea why. So 1. Actually, I don't think I used that. I think I used, that's weird that I did that. I used Balmy Blue, but I'm just going to keep it going because I think I tried to use this and I thought it looked too gray for this. Maybe I should go over it and see what happens if I go over it with Balmy Blue. Nah, I'm just going to leave it. But this one is, I believe it's, no, it's Pool Party. I use Pool Party because I was going to use the cloud cover, and like I said, it looks very gray with this for some reason. But that's okay. We're going to leave it be. Okay, we can put this away. And then, oh, guess what I didn't do? This might not work now. I'm a goofball. Can I turn them over? No, they don't look as good. I was supposed to stamp a Mary down here. Maybe I can stamp it up here. I'll have to stamp it where there's room. And I did not. I was supposed to move. So when you do this, if you do this, move the stocking up a little bit so you have room down below to do Mary. Darn, darn, darn. See what happens? Too much talking. I never talk while I'm working. Let's see if I can, if I do it on top of it a little bit. See if that looks okay. Eh, I don't like it as much as the original. See the original? I had it scooted up so I could fit it down below. And I'm a goofball, didn't think about it. Let's see if I can put it on top. Yeah. Let's see where it fits. This one will be top. I have to have another bottom though, because I'll try this one as another bottom because I don't want all but one to have Mary on the top. Okay, and these we'll try to put on the top. Yep, these we'll put on the top. So we'll have 3 on the top, 4 on the top and 2 on the bottom. So we'll figure that out. Okay. See, wasn't thinking. That's okay. When you craft, you make mistakes and you just keep going, right? Not much else you can do. Okay. And then we did Merry Christmas, which is right here. I cannot remember what set I got this from. I think it was the one with the dachshund, the long-necked, the long body. Can't think what it's called, but that's where I got this, I think. But you can use any Merry Christmas. And I'm gonna go ahead and use Real Red. And again, we're just centering it and making a rectangle. Just like that. And then we're gonna mat it with Old Olive. We'll trim this down. Did I put a piece in here for Old Olive? Nope. Hold on. I don't get a piece. One second. Let's see. Oh, that's not Old Olive. Do we have anything? We'll use this piece. The other few, about a month or so ago, I organized my scraps, or somewhat organized my scraps, so that I could find all my scraps. So I put them in folders like that and labeled. And I tried to put everything where it goes, but you know, it doesn't always happen. Okay, trim this down into a cute little rectangle. I know we can use a die, but sometimes I just like a rectangle. Cut it down and that's it. Okay. And then we'll take this and I'll center it on here and cut it down on the olive green. Let's go ahead and add a little glue. And then I just had to cut it down. Give it about the same border. I hope you all had a nice Thanksgiving. I totally forgot last week, Thursday, was Thanksgiving. My husband and boys just stayed home, which was nice. The only thing we did, I didn't have one of my boys because he has to work around Thanksgiving, so he's always in, I think, Seattle. And his boss and his family always go out to dinner and take him with, so he's not alone, which is nice. Okay, and then I have this real red ribbon we will use also. What else do we have here? No, just in the inside I put make sure I get the right one. One's just a little bit bigger, that's for the front. I put wishing you a season wrapped in love and tied up with joy. That's a sweet little statement. Okay, I used black. Oh, so we have two sides. I didn't get up enough. There we go. Okay, put this away for now. Glue everything together. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put that up there. So this goes on here. Piece of fuzz. This gets matted on here. Okay. This I use dimensionals. I only have little ones out, so I'm going to go ahead And use the little ones. Turn them over. These two-step stamps, this are kind of like messy, if you know what I mean. Like it's not perfect, and it's not me being not good at it. It's just not, that's how it is with these. Not all, but these in this stamp set. So I'm okay using these because I feel like it doesn't have to look perfect, if that makes sense. So these I put all on dimensionals. I know that's a lot of dimensionals, but I don't know. I'm that kind of girl when it comes to dimensionals. We'll see how we have to set those, since those two are a little bit different. Almost done. So did it, you guys put your tree up? I just have a little tree, a little live tree. I went to Home Depot with my husband and we were looking around and I'm like, we need to look for a tree. Because like I said, we're in this little apartment, so a big tree just doesn't work. So it's probably a little 3 foot. It's so cute. I'm always so sad when it's time to put it, to have to throw it away. I feel mean throwing it away. I know, kind of crazy, but it's true. It's so cute and so pretty. And it's little, so I just put lights on it. And it just, I don't know. I love Christmas trees. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do here. Turn them over. On the original, we put green. Let's see if it works. This one, this one, and then this one, this one, and this one. So I guess that, oh no, I had 3 on top. Right, 3 on top. Can't do that. Can I switch this and this? Nope. It's not gonna work. No, I have 4 on top, so that does work. Hold on. Sorry. Losing it like that. Shouldn't be this hard. That's okay. I don't like these two being the same. And these two not. But it's gonna have to be right now because I screwed it up. I wonder if I shouldn't. Maybe I should put them down and redo it. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna put them down because I want to redo these, the ones I messed up on, these two. So I'll just add the other stuff and you'll get the idea. Okay, so what I did was put a piece of tear and tape, which I lost right here, down the center of the Merry Christmas. And then I took a piece of the real red ribbon. Say that fast 5 times. Like that, and just put it down the center along the tear and tape. And I just did a little angle on both sides. And then I put it down here on dimensionals. Again. So I'm not going to put those down. I'll show you the original card because I wanna correct that. Because this will probably be a card I'll put out for the craft fair this weekend, and I don't want it to be messed up. It's a dimensional kind of card, I guess, huh? Okay. this along the bottom. Just kind of centered it. That. Pretend that's on. And what I did was I put one of the blingy dots, and I put one not the same color in each of the corners. So like the green, I put this blue, the bluish, I put red, the red, I put green, and all that. And I used the same colors on each one. And then on the inside, I can go ahead and add that. That's okay to do, because I only messed up the front. So those are going to come off. Bloop. Oh, I'm a dork. I didn't even put it on the, I will in a second. Put that on the inside. Just centered it so it's got a nice border all around. Just like that. And then I did the same thing. Let me put this on really quick. Okay, and then in the inside, I put a red and a green on this side. Green, and then a red, and then I put a blue right here. Oops, that one does not have the sticky on it. I'm just going to use dotted glue. Sticky came off. It doesn't want to come off the little plastic. There you go. Skip that over. Skip that over. There we go. And that card is done. This one's not, because I have to redo these, because I'm a goof. I'll just redo the two that I messed up on. But this is the original, so I like it. I think it's fun. It's simple. Let's do this one. Two more. So this is just white paper, and then we put we stamped the image of the president.